Well, good morning, St. James family and friends. I'm here with Becky Black, and as we've touched on in the sermon, just the importance and the weight that financial debt carries in a lot of our families. We also just wanted to share what a story of success might look like. We know these are very personal, so hopefully her sharing will give you some hope there. But Becky, so thank you so much for being willing and able to come share your story with us. And maybe to get us started, if you would just open up a little bit about what the debt load you were carrying, how Financial Peace University helped guide you through it, but maybe even more significantly, really what it meant in the weight in your life, that debt that you had there.
Financial Peace University changed our life, changed our relationship between the two of us, which was struggling at that point because we did have so much debt. Our total debt at the time was about $30,000, and we reluctantly went into this class thinking, yeah, sure, we'll see how this goes. And I can honestly say that by the end of the course, we had resolved our debt by $27,000. And how did it change our life? Oh my gosh, we were talking to each other once again. We could talk without biting. And it made, not only between the two of us, but our daughter was young at the time. And so we were able to really respond to her in a much kinder way. Truly, it was a blessing for us. When we started the class, the speaker said, in any couple, there's usually a geek and a free spirit. Well, that was definitely us. And I'm sure everybody knows who the free spirit is in our relationship. But the class started, one of the first assignments we had was identifying our lowest debts, the ones where we had the least, but they were killing us, and try to wipe them out. The second recommendation they made was pay by cash. Now, of course, cash is debit cards. It doesn't matter. Either way is fine in terms of which way you pay it. Just pay it off. And we started that, and by tackling the small ones first, they were remarkably easy to get down. The bigger ones took a little more time and effort, and as I recall, at that point we were to pick the ones that had the highest interest rates and continue to use them. We got rid of credit cards. Literally, by the second class, people were walking up and cutting their credit cards in half. It was just remarkable. We could now talk to each other pleasantly. We could enjoy food together. We could enjoy going to church together, which was a big deal.
Well, it's a beautiful story that you shared, and you encapsulate a lot, at least in a marriage relationship, the partnership and going forward, and what it's meant for your relationship there. My friends, this is the fullness of life that God hopes for us, what salvation can mean beyond just eternity, but here and now, and particularly in these places where debt really is weighing on our shoulders, that we can be freed from those. So we're so happy to celebrate that with you in your life now. Thank you so much for sharing. Any last thoughts for the church family as we go today?
I do. Our daughter at the time was about 13 or 14 and was starting to manage her own money. And as we went on a couple of weeks, it was clear that we should have invited her to go to it with us. The adult class, I think, is it's more geared towards older teens. But by all means, as your kids are heading out to college or moving out and heading on their own, by all means, it's a great way to get them started. It's a gift for them.
Well, it's great to think about that. So, my friends, for all of us in the church family, we'll be starting the next FPU classes on September 12th. We encourage you to look into that if it's something that might save you from some of this burden you're carrying in your life. So, Becky, thank you so much for sharing again. And God bless everyone.